It's on.
Okay. All right. But it takes a few minutes for it to really come on for them, so we'll give them a few minutes. But anyway, I guess hope is it showing that somebody's on? All right.
6 people.
Okay.
Good morning.
I'm Mary.
I'm Linda.
Sisters in the Kitchen, and this morning we're going to be doing a breakfast quiche, which is so simple, but it's something that instead of you standing over the stove and cooking bacon and eggs and all, you can just make a pie out of it and have it for Christmas morning or whatever.
Can you make this ahead of time?
You can make it. Yeah, you can make it ahead of time, but I wouldn't. You can do some of the steps. You can go ahead and cook your bacon and get the stuff ready. But far as mixing the eggs and stuff, I mean, you could put it in a container with the lid on it, and all you have to do is pour it in there. But I wouldn't suggest putting the pie in there with the egg in it and refrigerate it.
Okay.
So you just, you can mix it up, but just don't put it in the pie shell. You could cook the pie shell ahead of time, which I've already done this morning. But first of all, I'm using a store-bought pie shell. You can make your own pie crust, or you can buy a store-bought. And I do have a store-bought one here this morning because of time. It takes a while to cook it. So,
do you want that Pyrex dish over here, Mary?
I do, please.
Okay.
And I'm using the pastry mat. And what I'm doing, this pastry mat has a circle in the middle, and I'm just going to take the little rolling pin and just roll it out to that circle, and then and I know that I've got it exact circle, and also the size of my pan.
And Mary, this roller here, we love the rolling pin, but this roller here it's not near as heavy.
No,
as that
I
marble
love it.
rolling pin,
Yep.
and it's good for small jobs like this.
Yeah. When you use the big one, you're rolling this way, and I don't know. It's just smaller. So, and then this is a 9-inch plate. The one I'm using for actually cook is a 9.5. So it depends on what size your pan is. You just put it in your pie plate, and you don't stretch it. You just kind of make it fit down in there. And then I just tuck the edges under a little bit. And I'm not quite as fast as Linda. Linda's better at this than I am.
No, I'm not either.
But anyway, I can do it. I just, when I got somebody watching me, I don't do it as good. I think it's just because I'm so slow, and then whenever I'm on camera, I try to do it fast.
Yeah.
And
and can you believe here we are just a
few
few days before Christmas?
All right, now give me the pie weights, please. Okay. I use pie weights. You can use dry beans if you want to. And this aluminum foil, I doubled it, I think about 3 times, the aluminum foil. And I've already done one pie shell this morning, reason they're already in here. You take this, and I didn't take the pie weights out, so I'm just going to kind of move them aside. And you press this aluminum foil down the size of your pie plate. And what this does, it is keeping your pie crust in place while we cook it a little bit.
Keeping it from puffing up.
Keeping it from puffing up. That's exactly right. All right, and then I put my pie weights in here. And Linda, you want to show them? I'll do it this way. Okay. This is I just this is probably maybe 2 boxes of those.
The boxes, if you use pie weights, you need 3 or 4 boxes of them.
All right, and now, let me crinkle the edges, because this pie crust we're going to cook it some before we put our filling in it.
And we get those at Bed Bath & Beyond, or you can order them on Amazon.
Yeah, the pie weights, yeah. Let me crinkle the edges. And you can crinkle the edges any way you want to, or you can use a fork and
just mash them down
flat with the fork if you don't want a scalloped edge.
Grandma Hooper and Aunt Pearl and Aunt Frances and Aunt Sylvie and Ma and Aunt Faye and Mama and Aunt Elsie, Aunt Laverne, they all used to fix the pie crust
Yeah.
really pretty
Yeah.
when they made pies.
Okay. All right. Now, you bake your oven on 450. You do this. Put it in the oven at 450 for 5 minutes. Then it says to take the foil and the weights out and do it another 5 minutes. But I suggest that you cook the whole 10 minutes with this in here because even on the recipe I put in there to take the foil out in 5 minutes, but I did that and the crust does puff up some.
A little,
so
yeah.
I would use the foil and the weights in there the whole 10 minutes. But I will tell you, give me the if you don't mind the second 5 minutes, the first 5 minutes, I wouldn't put this on it.
The pie shield.
Yeah, the pie shield. But the next 5 minutes, I would put this pie shield on it. What that does, because the oven is 450, the crust gets brown. So I would put that in there, put that over there. But
I'm sorry, Mary.
that's okay. We're not going to cook this. Just set that aside, and I'll show you the one I cooked this morning. Because once you take that out of the oven, you want to cool it before you put your egg filling in there. So I went ahead and did this ahead of time. So this is the one I did this morning, and you can see it came up a little bit on the edges there because I actually took the weights out.
Pie crust looks good.
Anyway, all right, if you'll set
want
that
me to move
aside,
this?
please. And we're through with the mat and this. We'll set that aside, please. And then we're going to, have you got the chopper, Linda?
It's over here.
Okay.
Do you need it dried?
Well, please. I have cooked this bacon. It's a pound of bacon in the microwave. And what I do is I put paper towels thick. I put layers of paper towels in a microwavable plate, and I cook half the package at one time for about 6 minutes is what I cook these for, and then take those out and then put the other half of the package in there and microwave them for 6 minutes. They need to be crisp. Is what they need to be. They're real crisp. And Linda's going to chop those up for me.
I thought we were going to cut it with a knife.
Well, I'm sorry. Yes, that's what I'd rather do. Is
Okay.
cut. That's my preference. You can chop them any way you want to. Do you want to get that's kind of hard to do, Linda.
Because it's got
Because
that
of
lip on it.
yep, on the clip.
Yep.
So-
You're absolutely right.
All right, I've chopped onions and I almost like minced. And I will put the chopped onion in this bowl. And
you don't want any certain size, do
no,
you?
just chop them up.
Just not real big.
Yep.
Nice and crisp. I love crispy bacon.
Yeah. And let me see here. I forgot to get the eggs out. That's what I'm going to get out.
Sunday, Mary, when it was cloudy and I was looking at the weather report, I said to myself, I wouldn't doubt if it didn't snow. And
Was it
you
a
know,
forecast?
no, it wasn't in the forecast. Not until right before it started. And I had one of those nights that I didn't sleep Sunday night. And I woke up at 2, and then I got up, laid back down, and got up at 2:15, and it snowed for about 2 hours.
At your
And then
house?
sleeted. It certainly did. It was
Is that right? I didn't know that. I didn't.
extend it. When I got up, when it was daylight, not when I got up,
Yeah.
because I looked outside several times. There was ice pellets all around the trees where it had sleeted.
Is that right?
Yeah,
No.
it sure did.
It didn't here, as far as I know, it didn't even sleep here.
Well, it sure did at our house.
And that was in the daytime, Sunday?
Now it was at night.
Oh, no.
Early in the morning. Early
Yeah.
in the morning.
I'm breaking up some eggs here. Now I'm going to wash my hands again.
I'm always cautioning you about the knife, and I come pretty close to catching my hand in this one. That would not be funny.
No. All right, I'm just going to whisk up these eggs here a little bit. Little Benji, that's okay. I got my granddaughter here. She's been spending some time with me, and she brought her little dog. What kind of little dog have you got?
It's a Yorkie.
Yorkie, a little
So
Yorkie.
cute.
So I just beat these eggs up. And now I'm gonna put some pepper in it. Okay, make sure I get this right. I'm gonna look at this. Put a teaspoon of pepper. I mean a half a teaspoon. Okay, and salt.
I've been seeing all the posts online where people's been baking and cooking,
Yeah.
getting ready for it. Some people's already had their Christmas because, you know, you have to have it when you get your family together. And it's been so much fun seeing what everybody's been baking.
That was salt and pepper I put in there. And I'm going to put some cayenne pepper. A very small amount. I'm not going to put too much.
Well, Renee and I love that.
I know. Well, when y'all doing this breakfast quiche, I was telling Linda, I wished I'd put a, you could do this, saute the onions and some green and red or orange bell peppers, saute them, soften them up, and then put that in here too. I didn't do it on this recipe. This is a very simple recipe.
Mary, is that bacon chopped up fine enough for you?
It's fine, Linda.
I'll chop it some
Yes.
more if it's not.
No, it's fine. And then I'm going to put some heavy whipping cream. And this is fresh. We just got it this morning. But I'm going to smell it anyway. And I'm going to
I
put
always smell whipping cream. I always do. It just, for some reason.
that seemed awful thick coming out of there.
Did you shake it?
I did a little bit.
Okay. Sometimes it's thick when you open a new one.
It's February. I think it's half frozen in the bottom.
It might be.
It's what it looks like, frozen milk. Okay.
Are you through with this?
I am through with that. Thank you, Linda. The lid's right over here.
Okay, thank you.
I like to scrape all that out. That heavy cream sticks to your measuring cups and you lose some of it if you don't scrape it out. Scrape it out. Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
Okay. I'm trying to get this in the oven as quick as I can, so I'm going to beat it up a little bit.
That is thick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you ready for your pie crust?
You can, yes, and you can sprinkle the bacon and the ham. Just put it in the bottom.
You want that in the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I'm putting cheese in here.
Do you want it mixed or you want all of one kind in it?
Just mix it. It's going to kind of mix up anyway whenever.
And you got this little tiny diced ham.
Yeah, I got the little bitty small dice. You buy that, I guess, any store. I get it at Walmart.
This is going to be good.
Well, I like breakfast food. We stopped on the way home yesterday and had breakfast for our evening meal.
Oh, we like to eat breakfast for dinner, supper a lot of times too.
All right, so I put my meat in the bottom because it's going to mix up when you pour this in here.
Your Christmas stuff looks so pretty, Mary.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll get
You're
another spatula. Wasn't
You
thinking.
got the oven on, right?
I got the oven on. That was something I forgot to tell y'all. When you cook your pie crust, you cook it at 450, and then you take it out and you turn it back down to 350 for the pie.
Okay.
For the quiche, I should say. Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
And I'm just going to kind of mix it up a little bit. I do. I like breakfast food for my evening meal. All right. Thank you. And I'm going to put this in. Now, give me that pie shield, please.
Okay.
The right there. I'm going to put this on here. As you can see, my crust was already gotten a little brown. See? And so I'm going to put this pie shield over it because I don't want my crust to brown too much. All right, and we turn.
Oh, was that me?
I don't know, 35 minutes. I'm going to put it for 30 first. Okay. All righty, let me move this out of the way.
I got it.
And then we'll talk a little bit till. I'll put
Get
this
that counter cleaned up, Mary.
Well, that's okay. We're going to talk. Oh, yeah, we need to wipe this off. We do. We got
I got it.
okay. Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
Dry it off. Okay, so we've been getting a few.
Sweet cards.
Yes, so many sweet Christmas cards. I can't even name them all. But I want to thank y'all so much for the Christmas cards. It just does my heart good to whenever I get a
My
mail.
piano's full of cards. Where are you putting yours in?
Well, I've got some on the piano.
Scattered?
Yeah, and I've got a thing to put them on, but I just haven't gotten it out
Yeah,
yet.
I have too, and we were going to take it out of storage, and Mike just never did get it out, so I've just put mine on the piano.
Yeah. So, let's see here. I was going to show you. Some of the things. This right here come from Patricia Noggle.
In Indianapolis, Indiana, and we each got the same thing.
Right.
We're just showing one set.
A cup says, "There's no greater gift than sisters." Isn't that darling?
She had these specially made.
And on the back of it, it's got two sisters and got our name on it. And then on the bottom of it, it's got Patricia's last name. So we know that just made it so special.
Sweetest. Thank you
That is
so
so
much.
sweet.
That is just a treasure.
I'll drink my morning coffee in that.
I've already used mine. Mike
Have
fixed
you?
me some hot chocolate last night.
Okay. And then a sweet lady, we got an email from a sweet lady asking me our sizes, and I texted back and she said, "I'm ordering y'all something and I'm ordering me something too." So thank you.
Let me get my notebook.
get
I
your
think her
notebook.
name is Mary Plink, but I'm going to make sure that I'm right.
I think so too. Aren't these cute? We're going to wear these one
No,
day.
it's Karen, Mary. It's Karen Plink.
Karen Plink. Thank you, Karen. We're gonna dress alike. A little Christmas
Aren't they pretty?
shirt. They're real pretty. They sure are. And also,
And a beautiful
cup towel. Isn't that beautiful?
So thank you very much for that.
Yep.
And then here, I'll get this
you will
so
get
you don't
that?
have to keep going back over here. If y'all remember, was it a week or so ago that
We
we
made
the
the little pies?
cookie pie, the pies with the cookie crust, and we use this brand figs and fig preserves. And I hope that I got this written down right. I believe it was Dorothy Fulbright. If it wasn't, please forgive me, but I think it was Dorothy, and she sent us a beautiful cup towel too.
I can't remember people's names, but one reason is because most of it is sent to Linda's, so she writes it down so I can know who it was. And who sent us this one?
Dorothy.
Dorothy? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Dorothy,
thank
for
you
the
very
figs
much.
and the cup towels, the tea towels. We call them cup towels. And then
Marla from
Marla Colbert.
Yeah,
Colbert.
I can't remember where
She
she's
sent.
from.
You've sent us several things, and we opened these together, and got an easel, and she had this made from Shutterfly, a picture of our family that we had posted on our page, and it wasn't that nice. This is canvas on canvas.
And
Isn't that
this
sweet?
Is, y'all know how I am. I cry when it's about my family, but this is the only picture that we have of our entire family.
Yep.
And this was made at Mom Paul Lee's
Yep.
one Christmas.
Yep, sure was.
And our house burnt when we were kids, young kids, and we had some pictures, but they all burn up in it, and this is the only picture we have.
Yeah.
This is a treasure.
Yes.
So thank you very much,
Yes,
Marla.
thank you so much. That's
Such
so
a
sweet.
heartfelt.
That's going on my
gift.
piano.
And mine is too. That's where it's going.
And
And she
Marla-
also sent that. So
Yeah.
you tell her what she said about that.
I'm gonna read this. See this? I didn't know what it was, and Marla didn't know either. She said when she bought it, she says, "Hi, Linda. Here's a little something for you and Mary. Do you know what this is?" And then she said she had no idea when she bought it. It said it's called a silent butler or a crime catcher. And she said, I thought of Mary because she's always making a mess. So thank you, Marla.
That was
so
sweet, and it
use-
was funny too,
Yeah.
especially after
Yeah.
crying tears for this picture. That was hilarious.
So I'll try my best to put my messes in this. I'm not so sure what kind of job I'll do with it, but it's a
It's
treasure.
hand forged, man.
Yeah,
this is
it's
a
beautiful.
hand forged.
Yeah, when I was in high school, I took an art class, and they taught us how to do this.
Is that?
Yeah,
nice?
I had a tray. I don't know what happened to it, but I made a tray and
I
did
forgot
the,
all about that.
and did to design around the edges of it and
Okay.
then on the inside. So I knew when I seen it that that's what that was because I took art class.
It's
yeah,
very,
it's,
very
It's
unusual.
very nice. And thank you, Marla.
Thank you all so much for, and we have gotten so many cards, and if we don't call your name, please
Yes.
forgive us, because every one of them are displayed. We read every note, and we love every one of y'all, and we thank
Absolutely.
y'all so much. And what?
So on our website, we're real proud of our website, and little Linda is continuously improving it. She's continuously doing things, adding things, and making it easier and better for you members. And so she has gone in and created the a button or tab that's called account. And when you hit that account, that will take you to everything you need to do. You have to sign in first. You have to be a member before you can see this button. But it's a button, and when you click on account, it will ask you to put your password in. You put your password in, and then it will take you to all the options. Is that correct, Linda?
Yes.
Okay, what options do they have when they go in there?
It will look like this. And so you can do things with your members. You can see all of your orders. You can see your subscription, payment information, address, and email. And so you can click on those and make any kind of changes that you need.
So if something happens that you change your bank account or something, you can go in there and add your new one. Or anything you want to do with your account apparently is on there. So you can change it. So
Makes
that's
it much easier.
Yeah. And if you have a problem, little Linda, it may take her a little while to get it fixed or figured out, but she's doing a fantastic job.
She's doing a great job
of fixing
she
that up.
sure is. And
So-
Carla's doing a great job helping us too.
Absolutely. Carla's keeping up. And emails, I mean, we get like 1,000 in a few days. We have
Right.
1,000 emails, and that's what Carla's taking care of, and sometimes Linda has to pitch in and help her a little bit because that's a lot of work to take care of one day. So if we don't answer you right back on an email, in the past, when we first started in October, it took them both a while to catch up. But I think they're pretty well caught up
I
now.
think they are too.
So just be a little patient, and y'all have been so nice and patient in the last few months, and us trying to get this set up of getting the emails answered. But I
Right.
think they should be keeping up with it pretty good now.
And for our members, we'll have a new video posted soon on our member page, so on our website. So
One day this week.
right,
Just
so
check-
everybody, right? I'm sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead.
If you want to know about the recipes, we have a small monthly membership fee to get the recipes, and there's also other content on there. We're very proud of this website. It took a long time to get it designed, and it's www.pinkymallskitchen.com. And
That's where you can order cookbooks
you
too.
can order any of our merchandise from there, or if you want to join the membership, you can. And also, we want to remind everybody that our normal times to be live is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 10 o'clock a.m. Central Time. This week, on Thursday, we're going to be on at 11 a.m. Central Time because we had to bump it up a little bit because Mary had an appointment, so we wanted to make sure that she had time to get through with that before. But if they're watching this, unless we tell you, which we are going to have special times next week, we'll be live on Friday and Saturday with our Christmas, and then we'll have a taped video on during the week. I'm not sure what day that's going to be.
Probably Wednesday, probably.
Okay.
Of next week. We won't be on Tuesday next week.
No, we won't. But if anybody is watching this on odd days that we haven't announced or on odd times, if y'all are watching a video of ours, today is Tuesday, December the 21st. And if you have joined a group on Facebook, then y'all are watching somebody else.
Yeah, you can watch this video anytime, but if there's somebody else that says we are live and it's not today, December the 21st, then we're not live.
Yeah.
So.
And we've been texted over and over and over about people showing that we were live at 12 o'clock in the morning, and honey, I'm going to tell you something. That's people that are taking our videos and posting them at odd times.
But anyway, we're proud of our page.
So one way that you can tell whether it's yours or not is that, so like a video you did Thursday, it's posted on Thursday at 10 a.m. That's the post time. So if it's posted at any other time than your regular scheduled, then you know that was not y'all that posted it. It's somebody else's page.
Great.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So during at the video, it tells what time when it was posted, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if it's not the time that it says it was posted, then it's not. It's
Like
not us.
Today's video will be posted Tuesday at whatever time we started it. I think it was 9:58 or something.
Okay.
Thank you, Linda.
Okay.
And also, since I'm already butting in, sorry.
That's
No.
okay. Talk
But
loud so
because
they can hear you.
Someone said something about print button. The print button has been updated, so it does print a little better. But if you don't want the header on it, you can always copy and paste
Right.
into a Word document.
And that keeps you from printing extra stuff that you might not want and using extra ink.
Okay.
And that's how I do
okay.
when I print something.
Now, it's called to our attention, and Linda, I don't know whether I've ever told you this or not, but when you go to our website, our Pinky Moss Kitchen, it doesn't tell you what the membership, how you join. How do you join, or either what you get on the membership. So someone had asked if everybody could see on the first page information that you get extra content and how to join. And I'll tell you now, how to join is you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page, and it says membership. And if you click on membership, that would take you to the page for you to join.
That button is also on the top right-hand corner.
Oh, that's right. And then on some phones, there's 3 little lines up there. Is that what you're talking about? You hit that?
Either that or on a laptop it says membership.
Oh, it says membership.
It depends on what device you're
Right.
using. If you're
It's
using
different
a
thing.
phone, a tablet, or a
Right.
laptop or a computer, it could be different.
Yeah.
But it's membership.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, let's see, what else was it we were going to talk about? We don't ever know what we're going to talk about. There was a lady yesterday, she came up to me and she said, you just a famous lady now, aren't you? A celebrity. I said, oh, no, I'm not a celebrity. I'm not by no means. And she said, well, that's what we like. What I like about y'all is y'all are just real. So that's what we are. We're just real. We're not
We very seldom ever rehearse anything that we're going to say. We try to remember on the thank yous what we're going to do, and we will write that down so we don't forget. But we're you know, we usually just say what comes to our mind. And, of
Right.
course, right now we're thinking about Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas is definitely on
We're
my
thinking
mind.
about Christmas. So
I,
we think we're going to have a really big crowd this year.
yeah, I'm hoping
Didn't
so.
have many last year because
That's
of
right.
COVID.
That's right. Yeah,
And,
most of them have said they a lot of them that's going to be in town, or not in town, but at home. We have some people who travel a lot for their work, and so some of them may not be here. But we've heard from the majority
Yeah,
of them that
we
they
have.
will. I think all my granddaughters will be here this year,
That
and
is
that's going
gonna
to be
be
the first time in
so
several
fun.
years. I am so excited about it. My second to the oldest, no, she's a third oldest granddaughter is been with me now for 2 or 3 days. She came on Sunday, and I've enjoyed her being
She's been
here.
helping a lot.
Yeah.
Renee's all of Carla's girls are good worker, and all Mary's girls and Chuck are good workers, but Renee's helped Mary a lot.
Yeah, she's wrapped Christmas presents until I don't know what I'd have done, but she has wrapped Christmas presents and Christmas presents for me. So that has been such a big help, and done some reorganizing and cleaning out cabinets. And so hey, it's really been a blessing to me. She's like us. She wants to be busy.
Yeah, she
all
does.
the
We
time.
like to be busy. So what else do you have? The other morning, I laughed when Carla called me that morning, and or I guess it was yesterday morning, and I told her, I said, well, I woke up at 2 o'clock, and I had two things on my mind, because I knew Charles was going to be on the road Monday, and I knew Mary and her kids were going to be on the road Monday. I was worried about them, and but my arms were hurting really bad. Do you ever wake up at night when
Yes,
you got
and they're
something
numb.
hurt, and
Yeah.
they're just
Yeah.
aching, both of my
Right.
arms? So what do? I get up at 2:15. I go in the kitchen, and I make peppermint bark. And I made
It looked good,
a
too.
huge batch of peanut brittle and a huge batch of pecan brittle, and I had all that done before 8 o'clock.
Oh my goodness!
So I figured, I figured it'd make my arms feel better or worse for it. And I've got 2 kinds of fudge made, and I've got divinity made.
That's a lot.
So
yeah.
I've still got to make some sandies, and I'm gonna make some sugar cookies. The sandies I'm gonna make this week. The sugar cookies I'm not gonna make till next week because I want them to be fresh.
Yeah, I'm going to start baking, I guess, next week. What is today? Tuesday. This week is full.
Yeah.
But next week, that's one reason we're not doing videos. I've got to have some time to bake. But next week, I'll be baking some.
And you're not going to fix the same thing I've already fixed.
No, I'm not. I'll do some Mississippi mud. I'll do some Buckeyes. And
and
I'll do
I got
some different-
peanut patties made too. I made the little bitty ones in the little mini muffin tins.
Okay.
So they're not bite size because it's about 3 or 4 bites, but they're little small ones, and I
Okay.
got a batch of those made. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And anyway, we'll be getting we'll have more food than we always do. We always have
we
more
do.
food than we need.
But most of them
it's
will
just
take some home with
It's
them.
variety. I just like a variety of
Yeah.
everything. So Linda brought me a new hat, new Christmas hat. I got a.
Where you got it from?
Oh, okay. So y'all know I splurged that one day on the red and white ones. I got them at Dillard's.
I'm sorry I interrupt you, but at the restaurant last night.
Did you see it?
One of the waitresses had on our hat.
Oh, no!
I had our little Christmas tree with the spire. She had a hat on one like that.
Did you tell her you knew where it came from?
You know, she wasn't our waitress. It was
okay.
another waitress that we seen. Okay,
Well,
go
they
ahead.
had 2 more the other day when I was there, and I made a special trip to town on Friday because I knew it was going to be raining Saturday to get these other ones alike from Dillard's, and I'm going around the world to tell y'all where I got these from. But they didn't. They had 1 left, is all they had, and I bought
right?
it. So I wasn't going to be outdone. So I went to Claire's. This is what is that kids store with hair
has
bows
all
and
the hair
accessories?
accessories, yeah.
So I bought 4. I bought these 2, and I bought 2 more. I wanted something for New Year's.
Okay.
And I get to the register, and she says, it's buy 3 and get 3 free. I said, oh, great. I saw another New Year one back there, so I got 2 New Year's and these.
Yeah.
So they come from Claire's, and like I said, it was buy 3, get 3 free, and they were $7.99 each, which I thought was really cheap.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
But there wasn't that much because you got 3 free.
Right,
So they was
right.
like $4 a piece.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
So that's where these came from, was Claire's.
Yeah.
And Big Lots, that's where you got originally got yours at.
Yeah, I have a whole sack full of different ones. I hadn't worn them all. I got, hey, we may wear our glasses on one of them. I got a Merry Christmas glass.
You got them for the kids.
I got them for the kids.
For pictures.
We were set up a booth to have everybody, families or kids, to have pictures made. And I just set the bag down, let the kids pick out the mask or hats or whatever they want, and have funny pictures made for Christmas.
And I'm going to do it again.
I'm doing it again this year too, so they can have pictures made.
So then, we said, well, we'll start wearing them. And then I bought a couple on the side. I bought one of them over in town in Jefferson. I was going to go back over there and get you one. I never have gone back over there.
What was that?
The fuzzy reindeer antlers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But anyway, they've been fun. We'll save them and use them again next year, too. But I like the little present. I thought it was cute.
I do, too.
So, do we have any other questions, Linda?
Yes. Someone wanted to know, why did you choose to use, what are these called again?
Pie weights.
Pie weights.
Pie weights instead of piercing it.
Oh, you can't pierce it because that'll put holes in it. When you pierce it, it don't necessarily seal every time. You'll have air. At least that's what I've done. Does yours always seal?
I've used the fork method many times with piercing it, and pie weights are 100 to 1 better.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I did. If you're going to pierce it, you got to pierce it before it gets in the oven. Because once it gets in the oven and you pierce it, it's going to separate. It's going to put holes in the bottom of that crust. So if you're going to pierce it, if you don't have the pie weights, we do cream pies that way. We pierce it. I used to. I don't think it would hurt. That's just what I do now.
My preference is pie weights.
Yeah. It sometimes it depends on how you prick that pie crust, whether it leaves holes in it. Because sometimes it'll leave holes in it. If you make a big prick, it has with me. Now, maybe just because I'm a little rough with it. I don't know. But
you have to spend a few dollars to begin with initially, but then these are ceramic balls. They're not going to ever wear out.
You can use pinto beans. You can use pinto beans to weight it down.
But to be honest with you, they probably cost as much as the pie weights do.
Yeah. So it, like I said, the foil keeps it down, but the weights, well, the foil really truly don't hold it down. You'd have to put the pie weights on it.
Any other questions?
Not that
I forgot to take my little.
everything.
I forgot to take my little cover off my finger this morning. I've got a Band-Aid on it, but the Band-Aid wasn't staying on good, so I just put a finger cover on it. One of our followers sent us
she sure did.
And I use them all the time. I use them more off camera than I do on camera because my hair. That's why I put that Band-Aid on, and I forgot.
Fixing your hair.
Fixing my hair with the Band-Aid on, my hair gets stuck. Trying to fix it, it'll catch your hair or something. So put this on there. I have no problem fixing it.
Well,
that's
smart.
why I put it on this morning. And I've washed my hands with it. Water doesn't get to my fingers whenever I've got this rubber on here, and that keeps it dry so it can heal better. So
a week from Friday, Charles Linnell and I guess Mark and Sonia are coming with them.
Yes.
And so, and then Edward and Debbie, they'll be here Friday, and we don't know what time yet that will be
on Friday.
Friday, but that's going to be one of our lives next week, and y'all do not want to miss this.
Yes,
it'll be both of our brothers with some storytelling.
Yeah. Edward's going to talk a little bit, and Charles is going to talk a little bit. It's going to be more just visiting with one another than anything else. We had previously, or at least I had said that we all four were going to sing. I'm not sure that we're going to.
I'm not either, but you know what? I've got to order some hot tamales.
Yes,
so we can have some hot tamales to eat.
Okay, you'll do that on Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll make some dip. I know what I'll make. I'll make one of them the bread with the brie in it. It is so good. I did it for the ladies.
Okay.
I just buy
is that a dip?
The sourdough. It's kind of like it's sourdough bread, and then I score it, and I put garlic butter all over it, and score it, and then I put cheese and cranberry sauce with cranberries in between it, and put it in the oven. Cover it with foil. Put it in the oven. Bake it for a while, and then take the foil off, and then You just break those little
like
score
pull
pieces,
apart?
pull
Yeah.
apart, and you got cheese and cranberries. On the it's really good, really
Sounds good. That sounds
So I may do that, and you have tamales, and I don't know. We'll fix some kind of hors d'oeuvres. We'll
Yeah.
have some hors d'oeuvres for Friday.
Okay, so then Saturday we'll be here, and we will be live some of the day, part of the day that day.
Yeah. Are we going to video some of us in the kitchen? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a little bit. It'll be a little bit crazy.
It will.
With us in the kitchen Saturday, but we'll do some
Little
clips.
bit? Yeah, okay.
So y'all can
Because
get an idea of what.
There's
Now,
so many people in this kitchen.
You're gonna have the food set up outside.
If the weather permits, I'm going to do long tables down the. I think I'm going to put them up against the house. It will only be one, but that would give us plenty room to go around, and we're just going to have a long table of food. Put the desserts and everything
and
out
put the
there.
little burners under it to keep
And
it
put
hot.
we put the little Schaefer. We use Schaefer burners, and it keeps it hot. We can put it out there, and it'll be hot. It has always here. We've always had the food in the house, but I think I'm going to put all the food out there because it stays hot. We got lids to put on the pans
cover 'em.
to
Yeah.
cover it.
And then just let everybody fix their plate and
And then
eat wherever they want
I'm gonna
to.
have some tables set up under the carport and in the yard.
Okay.
And then, of course, there's 8 can sit, or 8 or 10 can sit at the table. The ones that wants to come in here and eat, they
Okay.
can. The table will be free.
That
So-
sounds good.
So it's going to be a big day, a lot of planning. I got to do a lot of planning. I'm going to have to sit down and write down what time I have to get this stuff done. Chuck was asking me yesterday on our ride to Houston. He said, Mom, what do you want me to cook? He's got him a new stove. And I said, well, one thing I know for sure is that I want you to cook the dressing. I will mix the dressing up, but then I want you to put it in your oven and cook it. And I'm going to think of some more things for him to cook too, because my oven, we always waiting on
At the last minute
on the
for
dressing.
something, right.
The dressing's usually the last thing that comes out of the oven. So I'm going to let him do that, and then let him maybe cook a corn casserole or broccoli casserole. He could cook both of those at the same time. And then that will free my oven up for other things that I'm going to be cooking.
Is his oven about the same size as yours?
Uh-huh, yeah. Yeah,
I know he's
yeah.
so excited.
He's so
isn't he?
excited because his new stove. He's cooked several different things lately, and he even said the other day he loves grilled cheeses and tomato soup. And he always comes to me and he said, "Mother, I want some grilled cheeses," and I always fix them for him. And so he said, "You know what? I can fix my own grilled cheeses now." So
That reminds me, I've got something in the car for him.
oh, okay, all right.
Yep.
So anyway, he was real excited about it, and I said, "Well, Chuck, do you need this or need that?" And he said, "No, you've already given me all that stuff." So,
So we've still got just a little bit longer on the quiche.
we've celebrated a little bit of Christmas already ourselves with Linda, her boys. I gave them their Christmas present a little bit early because so they would have time to play with it or use it before they went to their daddies. You know,
Right.
because they split the time, Linda and their dad. The time they spend with each other around Christmas is split. So I went ahead and gave it to them. I gave them a gaming chair, and I think they was excited about it, wasn't
They
it?
loved it.
I
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
they did.
And-
So are they still at your house, or are they going to?
They are.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Linda got them an Xbox. So they've been playing their Xbox and using their chairs. So
I know that's going to be fun. Don't let me forget to give you their cards tomorrow.
Okay.
Because I want them to have it too before.
and of course Linda, little Linda wanted a Oculus. So I got her an Oculus.
What is an Oculus?
It's
I feel dumb.
It's a virtual reality thing, and my boys have played with it more than I have.
Oh,
We have
no.
all had so much fun.
Oh, that is so cool.
One thing
That's
you can do with it is it looks like when you're looking in it and you do like a Netflix movie, Braden and I walked in. I looked at the video while I was gone, like my home videos, and
Yeah.
I couldn't see him. I was like, I know Braden is playing on that Oculus. Where in
Yeah.
the world is he? And when I walked in the door, he was laying on the floor, and I was like, with the Oculus on. And I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm watching a movie. It looks like you're in a movie theater.
Oh my goodness. That is so amazing.
You know, when these kids get older, that's what they want, is these electronics and games and things. And I used to buy them, those games and things, but they so expensive. And I said, you know what, $60 or $70 for a game? And I feel like I hadn't got them nothing because it's just a game. Of course, that's what they wanted. So I just struggled about what to get them. And finally, I was in Best Buy one day, and I said, that's what those boys need. They need a new chair. Now, this is the way I said it. I said, they need a chair to sit in. They had a chair, but it was like an office chair. And I said, they need a good chair. They're in the chair so much playing their games. And so I told Linda I was going to get them a chair. She said, well, if you're going to get them a good chair, get them a gaming chair. I didn't even know it was such a thing. So we got to looking for them, and Best Buy didn't even have them. Where'd you find them at, Linda?
I don't remember.
She got them on the internet. She ordered them on the internet, and they came in boxes. The box was at least this long, this thick. I mean, huge boxes. And Chuck, I had to get Chuck to put them together. And he put them together, and he said, Mother, it'd take a PhD to know how to put this thing together. It actually came with the tools. Each one of them came with the tools.
But he put them together, though,
He put them together. But it had a sheet of a laminated cardboard the same size of that box with the instructions and a picture.
Goodness.
Step by step what to do.
That was nice your buzzer went off.
Oh, okay. Well, it ain't done.
So do you want me to set the timer again?
Well, it don't look done to me. Yeah, I set it for 30, and it said 35 minutes.
Okay, so how long? 5 minutes?
At least 5 more minutes. I'm going to pull it out and look, but I know that ain't done. It's supposed to be a little jiggly, but it's not jiggly enough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's too jiggly.
Yeah, the outside of it started to set, but not the, not the other.
It's not set, and anyway, we got to cook it a little bit longer.
I think about at the farm, you know, when Mama lived down there, and she had a mobile home set up down there by the little red house, and we would go home Christmas, and Mark and Grace and your kids and Misty and Michael, they would line up, sit in the hallway.
Yeah, they would.
Line
them up
with
all the
their
way
chairs.
down the hall. Yeah.
I mean, no, they sat on the floor.
Yeah,
they
on the
didn't
floor.
have chairs.
Yeah.
They sat on the floor.
And we'd bring them their plate.
They're grandparents all now.
I know.
You know, it just does not seem real. Well, Linda's not a grandparent. Misty's not a grandparent. They're the two youngest ones.
Yeah.
But I guess the rest of them are. No, Erin's not a grandparent.
No, that's right. Erin's not.
Neither Erin, little Erin nor Erin are grandparents.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah.
And Bonnie.
Bonnie's not a grandparent. Yeah.
Sorry about that, y'all. I'm not trying to age y'all more than you are.
Actually, the grandkids are not. It's the mama's grandkids. Oh, that's right. Okay.
Mark and Sonia have grandkids.
Yeah, right. Grace has grandkids.
Carla has grandkids.
Erin don't. You're right.
So I guess it's the three oldest ones that have grandkids.
Yeah, it's not little Erin. Yeah.
Well, Michael has grandkids.
Yeah, he does. Michael does have.
grandkids.
Yeah, Michael does have grandkids.
So,
they just live further apart, and we don't get to see them very often. It'd be nice if we could. You know,
it would be.
If we could see those kids.
It would be. Well, time sure has a way of marching on. It's wonderful when you can go back and think from the time that we were little in Ma and Pa Lee's house and Pinky Ma and Pinky Ma's house to the next generation when y'all's kids were little in Mama's house, and now y'all's grandkids are grown and got kids.
I know.
You know.
And I'll say this because I haven't actually talked to Connie and Nathan, but they come almost every year to our Christmas, and you're invited. So
do they watch our videos?
I think they do sometimes. I will personally call, make a phone call. I keep forgetting.
She might hear it too late.
I know. I know
it. Watch us live.
No. I think she does. She just don't never comment. So
Okay.
that's why I don't know. Because she's commented before about our videos, but I don't never see her post something
Okay.
under our videos. So I think she actually watches them. But I'm gonna personally call them. But our other cousins that wants to see Edward and Debbie and Charles and Linnell, because they don't get around as often. We had the Lee reunion.
Yeah, we did, back in June.
But Edward wasn't there. But our cousins are invited to come.
But we
that
do
Saturday.
need a head count, y'all.
Yes. So if you do want to come, that's January the 1st.
Yep, January the 1st.
January the 1st. And if you plan on coming, please let us know. Because, I mean, we always have plenty of food, but, you know, we want to make sure we have plenty of food.
And chairs, too.
Chairs. That's right. I got to buy some more folding chairs. I don't think I've got but about 25.
You're not going to get them at the church?
I could, but
if we needed them.
Yeah, I've got 25 folding chairs.
Okay.
And besides, you know, some will come in here and eat. But I'll probably go buy 10 or 15 more. I've been wanting to anyway.
And I want to remind everybody again, this time of year is not always a happy and joyous time for everyone. People that are by themselves, that are not able to get out and go to where their loved one's at, and maybe they're not coming there, or maybe there's no one left in your family and you're the only one. There's lots of our viewers that that are by themselves.
I know.
Are people that
are in a nursing home, a rehab center, or something.
Keep that in mind, and if you know someone that is by themselves and you're able to,
give them a call.
Give them a call.
Or
take
go
them
see
something. Take them a plate, or go see them, or invite them to your house. You know, after Daddy died and Mama went through so much, the thing that got Mama out of her sadness and being so depressed and so sad was when she started doing things for other people.
Yeah.
And that's always,
it does
that's
make a
just
difference.
something about it. A giving person, if you're doing something for others, it lifts your spirits.
Yeah, it does.
It makes you feel so good.
Right.
Knowing that you're doing something for someone that, for no reason other than to be kind. You're not doing something because you want repayment or you want something in return, but just because you want to be kind to someone. It's not quite ready, is it?
I don't think so.
You think another 5 minutes?
Yeah, do it another 5
Okay.
minutes. I don't know. It's that milk was almost like it had ice in it, you know, and that's probably slowed the cooking because it was like ice in it.
It could have.
It was real cold.
Somebody wants to know what's a favorite early Christmas memory that y'all have.
A favorite early Christmas memory. Well, we had fun last year before Christmas
Yeah,
on
we
the
did.
front porch,
Yeah,
didn't
we
we?
did. Early Christmas for his childhood. Favorite. There was one year I didn't really like dolls. I always liked the real, but as a child, I did get dolls. Just waking up in the morning and running to the place where I put my shoes in a certain place on the couch. All of us put our shoes in front of wherever we wanted Santa to leave our gifts. And so I would get up and run, and the first one that woke up would run and wake everybody else up. Remember how we kids
sure
would do?
did.
If whoever woke up first would run tell the others, and we'd get up and run in there, and I had this doll. I don't know the name of it, but it had pigtails. It was braided hair that came down the side. It had pigtails on it, and it was this kind of material that it's kind of it's not plaster, but it was something that was made kind of like particle board is now. If it gets wet, it comes apart. And a cute little dress on and little shoes, and I was so proud of that doll. And I don't know what else I got that Christmas, but I was tickled to death for that doll. I can just see it now. It had had little pigtails. We call them pigtails, braids. I might have said something wrong. But that's what we called
them.
With
pigtails.
And braided hair down the side. And one night it rained. And I woke up in the middle of the night and I said, oh no, I left my doll outside. And I had left it outside, and you know what happened? I got up the next morning, went and found it. I remember it was sitting in a wagon. I must have been pulling it around in the wagon. And the face of it just peeled. The outer part, it just peeled. It just, like it disintegrated.
Aww.
And I can't remember ever asking for a doll after that, because I was so heartbroken over that doll getting ruined. You know, and I remember that. Now that's not, I guess you might say that was sad, but it wasn't right after Christmas. I'd had it for a while, but I just vividly remember waking up and seeing that I had a doll for Christmas that year.
Well,
What's your
I
favorite?
kind of looking at it from a different angle from what you were looking at it as pre-Christmas or before Christmas. And I was thinking about, there's a couple of things. One, just the anticipation as a kid. All the preparation in the kitchen that Mama was doing, and knowing that we were going to have new stuff. And we were not deprived kids by no means. But when we grew up, you didn't get a toy every time you went to the store. That's just not the way life was back then. So it's a lot different now. It was a lot of anticipation. But I remember one Christmas, and this would have been in the 70s, and I was still in Mississippi, and Mama was down at the farm. And I had this new little car, and it really wasn't my car, but it was my car to drive. I worked for the church, and it was kind of like a church car. It was it was a Datsun. Y'all know how that was before they started making Toyotas and Nissans. Yeah. It was a Datsun. And it was it was a very small car. And I guess I had several miles on it. This is just at the beginning when they started computerizing things in the car. Nobody knew I was coming home. And it was at night. And I was going to surprise Mama because I would be the first one there, which I usually was, but she didn't know I was coming that night. And it started sleet and rain. And I was between Center and Martinsville. And for all of the local people, that's Highway 7. And there's a lot of hills and a lot of, and of course I was terrified because it was sleeting. I had a CB radio. Yeah. My handle was Mousy because I was always real quiet. Y'all can believe that.
And tiny. She was tiny, very tiny.
I was back then. And it started sleeting, and my check engine light came on. And it scared me to death. I thought my car was going to quit. And so I got on the CB radio, and you know, all the little deal, breaker, and I said, is anybody on here that knows Rob Lee? That was Paul Lee. That's what everybody in Nacogdoches County knew him by, was Rob Lee. And do you need a pot holder, Mary?
I got it.
Are you going to set it over here?
It's still
Still
a little
shaky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still shaky.
I just don't think that's
I'm not
quite
gonna.
done.
I'm not gonna.
What, about 3 or 4 more minutes?
Oh,
Or 5?
Put 5 more minutes, and if it ain't done by then, we may have to just take a picture of it.
Okay.
We actually just ended, and because
Oh, this is Mousy. Those of you, you know, my goodness, was a video. So, does anyone around the Cottenham Bridge or Cottenham Bridge Road or in Sharina, is anybody on here from Sharina that knows Rob Lee? I had 2 or 3 people come on, and I'm like, nobody knows I'm coming, and my check engine light is on, and I'm pulling over, and of course there was 2 or 3 people that stopped immediately, and the guy that was on the radio, he was not the one that stopped, but he said, yeah, I know Rob Lee. I said, would you please call them and tell them that I'm on my way. I'm coming down 95, and if I'm not there in 30 minutes, come looking for me. And that was what you did back then. And of course, you know, there was nothing wrong with the car. It was just once the car reaches a certain miles, that
Is
check
that what
engine
it
light
was?
would come
Oh,
on, but
my
it scared
goodness.
me half to death. I was probably,
Yeah.
what, 21, 22 years
Yeah.
old. I was
Yes.
just a kid.
Yeah.
And it was funny, but they called Paul and
Did
Mom
they?
and told them that I was coming.
Okay.
And be expecting me, and if I didn't show up, you know, to come looking for me. So that I've thought about that many times over the years, how things have changed
Right.
over the last 40 or 50 years so much that you wouldn't dare get on the radio and tell somebody where you were
I
at,
know.
you know, unless it was somebody you were on a private channel or something. But back in the day, that's
Yeah.
what you did before
Yeah.
cell phones. So
So did the man tell you there wasn't nothing wrong with the car to just go ahead and go?
he
or-
told me he thought it was just something
Yeah.
that, you know, that was automatically that after,
Right.
you know.
That happened to me one
Yeah.
time, and that's what they told me.
Yeah.
When I worked, matter of fact, when I worked at the car dealership, they told me, so just bring the car in and I'll turn it off.
Yeah, they just do a little
turn
thing
it
to
off.
turn it off. But,
Yeah.
you know, I wasn't a mechanic. I was terrified. I thought my car was
Yeah.
fixing to quit on me.
I know it.
Anyway. And, of course, Mama was very glad that I
Yeah.
was coming early. She was
Surprised
real happy
her.
about
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, thank y'all for joining us. And we'll take a picture.
Yeah,
and,
I'll take a picture of that quiche and show you how you just slice it. But it's got to get done. That's eggs. So I think what happened, reason it's taking it longer is because that milk that I put in there, it had chunks of ice in it. I could tell it was, you know how you tell when something's frozen?
Yeah.
The milk was frozen. So it was too cold when I first put that in there. And I think that's what took it so long. So we will post a picture and let you see what it looks like when it comes out. But it's got to cool. It's another thing. If you make this, you have to let it cool for about 10 minutes before you cut it. Because once you take it out of the oven, it's kind of like pecan pie. You know, it's jiggly when you take it out. But it has to, when you bring it out, it sets and it finishes cooking. So, but that is too jiggly. I know the difference
Yeah.
of being liquid or just, you know.
especially with eggs in
Yes,
it. Yeah.
yes. So we thank y'all so much for joining us this morning, and we'll be back on live at your house tomorrow.
Yes, we'll be at
So-
my house tomorrow. So y'all join us at 10 a.m. Central. We love y'all. Be sure to count your blessings and be kind to someone.
Bye. We love
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.